Cherrell. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, and this ain't a podcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in this Tuesday, like I do every Tuesday. We got a great show in store for you guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so before we go any further, you guys know we got to kick it off. Every episode the same. I am so out of breath. I'm so out of shape. Before we go any further, we got to kick it off with something we're grateful for. I will say that today I am grateful that, it sounds like Patty, but I'm grateful I was able to get my TV mounted today and move it and switch sides. So yeah, my brother helped. This random guy from Xfinity helped. So I'm super excited about that. No, you didn't miss us. We just joined. I had to put my kid down, so we're starting a little late today. And I'll be really honest. I know that I didn't promote this episode a lot because I really was still trying to figure some things out. So today is really a filler episode. We don't have a guest today. It's just a solo episode. But yeah. So drop in the comment section something you guys are grateful for. Before I get into what we're talking about tonight, I do want to let you guys know I've listened to you guys. I know you guys have said you want more interviews, you want more things about personal development, and I've been listening. And a big thing, and one thing that has really, kind of hindered me from getting guests again is because I didn't know if I really wanted to do interviews. And so that's the one thing when it comes to doing like a show, you kind of hit a crossroad of what your audience want versus what you actually want to do and what makes you happy. And sometimes if it doesn't align, or if you're not willing to do it, you will be doing, if you're not willing to do it, you'll find yourself doing things just to make your audience happy that doesn't make you happy, and eventually you'll lose interest in the show and then it'll just crash. So that's initially what happened beforehand. Like, I was doing interviews and I thoroughly enjoyed the people that I was interviewing, without a doubt. But I feel like the show was going in a direction that I wasn't happy in, and as a person I wasn't ready or as developed to take it there probably. So scaled back. Then I did solo for like a while, and now we're getting back into interviews, and I've even introduced a new series, Cherrell and Friends. And I'm excited. I'm excited to bring you guys new content. I'm excited to bring you guys new guests, new topics. I don't want to keep talking about the same topics, so I got a lot of great things coming in, a lot of great content coming, a lot of great guests coming, new perspectives, because I know this is a big thing. I can't talk you out of that. And some topics you really just need somebody else's perspective, male or female. So I'm super excited to bring that to you guys. I really hope you guys like it. And I really hope that you guys are, happy. If you don't like it, let me know. If you enjoyed it, let me know, so I can know that, okay, this is what you want. So yeah, he said, I am grateful for caregivers finally getting a voice. Absolutely. Caregivers are super important. So yeah, this is kind of like a filler episode. It's a little, this episode's kind of giving me a little Wendy Williams vibe. We're talking about a lot of things going around in the world and in our city in Detroit. So we'll be talking about Ebony Cochran. And she is really known, I feel like, in the city for credit. And she has a group. I really wish I could remember the name of the group, but Ebony Cochran has a group, and she really teaches people about business credit and things like that. I know when I watch her stories, there's a lot of client testimonials and her telling you how you can spend little to no money and still get major things on sale and things like that. But she's very well known, very respected. And she just purchased a Lil Caesar's franchise, which is so big. We're going to be talking about that. We'll be talking about Idris Elba and nepotism, which is basically saying that giving someone, let me make sure I tell you right. Nepotism is giving somebody a role because they're your family. And it may not necessarily be because they're more qualified for the role. I just learned that word too, by the way. And then we're talking about loan forgiveness, because we already forgave them loans, Joe. And then we're going to be talking about Gary Owen and his divorce from his wife, Kenya. So we're kicking it right off because Black ladies come first. We come first. But definitely want to talk about my city. Ebony Cochran just recently, I think she said for her birthday, purchased a Lil Caesar's franchise. Y'all, I ain't never heard no Black person purchase no Lil Caesar's franchise. And Black people love a hot and ready. So I actually saw her post. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up here because I have it. So this is Ebony Cochran, and this is her posing in front of the Lil Caesar's franchise that she recently just purchased. And you guys, if you don't know her, go ahead and look her up. She is very much so legit. Very respected. I follow her. I've been following her. She has great tips on her stories, like I told y'all. And honestly, I really wanted to share this because I talk a lot about things that are going on in the world, and I want to do a better job of highlighting the great things that we are doing in our own cities. So I really wanted to highlight Ebony Cochran. Shout out to her, because this is major. Representation is everything. It really it matters when you see somebody that looks like you doing stuff that you may want to do. That matters. It lets you know that it's possible. So shout out to her. I want to go buy some pizza. Like, I want to go to her location. I think she said she didn't disclose it. She hasn't disclosed it yet. She said that doesn't matter, but she just wanted to let us know, like, you know, I did this. And she also said, if you actually go to her page, I should have screenshot the caption, but she goes on to say that she's the only black woman in her county. She's the first and the only black woman in that county and in that city to do that. That's fucking major. And it's crazy that we are still being the first and only black man or black woman to enter certain industries. And like she also said in her caption, she said that there's not many people that look like her in that industry. And it's just like, bravo to you. Like, kudos to you to fucking shattering that ceiling and getting in there. Because who else are you letting in behind? Who else are you helping along the way? And she has a group. I think she has like a private group that she does mentoring and things and like that. So it's like, I know that not only has she broken and ceiling for herself, she's also broken it for the people to come behind her, because she already mentors other people and coaches other people. So it's so amazing, and I definitely just wanted to shout out her. So if you guys see her that post going around, make sure you go ahead and comment, share it, because that is absolutely goes. Right, it is so amazing. So yeah, that was what I was I just wanted to shout out her. I didn't have a lot to talk about her, but I definitely wanted to kick off my show you know, congratulating another black woman doing something amazing, fucking amazing, because it's just like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I've been really intentional about crafting my Instagram, my Facebook feed with beautiful people that are doing beautiful, not just aesthetically pleasing, but people that are doing beautiful things in the world, and people that are doing things that I did not know that you could fucking do. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I know shoes everybody makes shoes. When I saw black women making shoes, I was like, how the fuck do you get shoes made? Like, it's shit like that be like, how the fuck do you get shoes made? And I follow black women who have shoe lines. Like, how the fuck do you get shoes? Like, that's just like, the process just seems like so crazy, but it's so dope that I follow women who've done it. I follow a woman, Mia Ray, who has luggage. How the fuck do you get luggage made? Do y'all know how the fuck to get luggage made? I don't know that. And it's so dope that I follow women that do. You know what else is not only just about the women, the black female entrepreneurs, but the women who buy Birkin bags. Like, do you know how much a fucking Birkin costs? I follow black women that live lives of luxury that buy Birkin bags. Do you know how much those bags are expensive? A Birkin bag? I follow women that do that. And it's like, oh my God, you could, like, not that I didn't think I could do it, and it wasn't on my list, but it's like, I follow women who let me know every single day that buying a Birkin bag is an option, and it's possible. It is very much possible if you work your ass up, pray really hard, and do your thing. And it's like, wow, I'm just honored to be a sister, one of y'all. Like, it's just an honor to watch women really shatter ceilings and let me know that it's possible. I'm almost 30, and every day I follow women that let me know that this is possible, or that is possible. Like, and it's just like, God damn, sis, you got me striving hard. You got me striving higher. I want more. And I don't want more in life because I'm jealous. I want more in life because, God damn, maybe I'm not thinking big. You know that with the videos say, think big, bitch. You're thinking small. I need to be thinking big, bitch. And so, yeah. That's really why I wanted to kick it off with Ebony Cochran, because she's another black woman just letting me and other black women and young black girls know that, baby, the sky, that's damn near the flow at this point, baby. We can get higher than that if we want. And it's just amazing. So I had to kick it off with something amazing. I try to support African American all the time. All the time. I really try to. And a lot of people like, I'm not going out of my way. I will go out of my way. I'm not even gonna cap to you. I stay very far east, and I was driving to the west side to visit Narrowway Cafe, and it's on 6 miles. I'm not 6 miles. It's on Livernois, the Fashion Avenue on the west side. I was driving, and I was going, I think, twice a month at one point. I was driving to make sure I went to Narrowway because it's black owned, they have a drink that I like, I had the means of getting it and I could buy it. And I made sure I drove and support them. I surely did. Absolutely. I sure did. Drive and support them. Absolutely. I go out of the way to support black businesses. And when I have a bad experience, I'll be like, that's why you don't shop with black people. Like, I still go to Walmart even if they harass me. I gotta go. You know, so whatever. But yeah, definitely want to open that out with Ebony Cochran. Moving forward, we are going to be talking about Idris Elba. This is going to be a really short episode. I have a lot to talk about, and I really don't really want to talk about gossipy stuff. Like, I kind of like want to leave that to like Wendy Williams in the Shade Room. But these were good, like really good topics that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Have you guys seen about Idris Elba? He and his daughter, you know, his daughter was auditioning for a role, and his daughter didn't get the role. I watched a clip with his interview on The Breakfast Club, and he talked about that. Hey guys, have you guys seen about Idris Elba, how he didn't give his daughter, his daughter didn't get the role to act with him in a movie, and she didn't talk to him for 3 weeks? So we're talking about that. What do you guys think about that? Do y'all think that Idris Elba should have made sure his daughter got the role? So when I was watching that, I learned that the word is called nepotism. First of all, I didn't even know it was a word. I have a problem with W's and R's. I didn't even know that there was a word for giving people jobs because they're your family members and not necessarily because they're qualified for the position. It said not. You said not if her ass can't act. Ding ding ding. So that was the thing. So it's called nepotism, basically giving people jobs based on their relation to you. It's called nepotism. I learned that from, I think that was Will Packer. I may be saying it wrong. That's directing that movie. No, it's not Will. It's it might be somebody else. I might have been wrong. Sounds like entitlement a little bit, but I mean, you know how niggas be like, we brothers, bro, give me a job. But so this is what Idris said. He said that him and his daughter have a great relationship. They have a really good relationship. But when it came for her auditioning for the role, that relationship and that chemistry was not able to transfer onto the screen. And he said that's why he does not think she was a great fit for it. He also said that he did not call her. He did not let her know she didn't get the role. He allowed the natural things that would take place. So the director called her and informed her that she didn't get the role. And so I felt like that was a great way to do it. It's like, did you really, did you really want the role because did you really want the role out of pity, or did you want the role out of talent? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was, I get where she's coming from. And let me not say that. I get where you come from. You want, like, daddy, pull some strings. You're Idris Elba, like, duh, pull some strings. But at the same time, it's like, people are already going to say that you're getting the role because you're his daughter. Do you want to prove them wrong, or do you want to prove them right? Like, get the role because you are talented enough for the role, not just because you're his daughter. But hear me out. Hear me out. I feel, sis, like, daddy, pull some strings. Hear me out. Far too often, people have crawled before us so that we can walk. And sometimes we do need to take that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't got to get that shit from the ground up because somebody didn't already start laying the bricks. So I get it. I get that. Like, I shouldn't have to be walking so damn far. Nigga, if you didn't crawl, I get it. But I hardly get that. But I feel like at the same time, you want to put the work in. Like, you want the talent. Get the role because you're talented. And have your daddy pull a little strings. Have your daddy pull a couple strings. So, I don't know. I feel like you feel, dang dad. I feel like if you were not qualified for the role, then you don't get the role. And I think that allowing the director to call her really gave a sense of, like, realness. It made it real. Like, you really auditioned for this role and da-da-da. So, I think that, you weren't qualified for the role. And I think that's okay. She didn't talk to her dad for 3 weeks. I feel like that was a bit much. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody around you should have been like, yo, bro, think about it this way. 3 weeks is a bit much. That's like a week and a half, 2 max. It's like, all right. But goddamn, 3 weeks, nigga, you weren't good enough for that role. Well, not necessarily good. Whatever. I feel like 3 weeks is a bit much. I feel like she should have reached out sooner than that. But, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, you guys, we're going to keep moving down because we got a lot coming up. We're going to keep moving down because we got 2 more topics. Today is not a long episode. It is simply a filler episode because I got the dates wrong. So I don't know how I did that, but I did get the dates wrong. And I've been doing that a lot lately, so I got to be more careful when I'm sending out inquiries for interviews. Because if I send somebody the wrong date, I can't just change it. I don't know what their schedule is. So I have to be careful, which is why we didn't have a guest today. I think I sent out the wrong date. So yeah, but like I was telling you guys earlier, we have so much great content coming. We have another great episode of Cherrell and Friends. We have another great episode of Cherrell and Friends. I have great guests coming, great content on the way, and I'm super excited because I feel like I'm loving again doing interviews. And maybe eventually, maybe this will be something I do where I do interviews for a while and then I go back. But I think that I won't do that. I think that as long as I stay focused and I do really the interviews that I want to do and the topics I want to talk about and not what I feel like I'm obligated to talk about, I'll be fine. So, yeah. I'm excited though. We have some really great women coming. And it's so dope reaching out to people. And it's like, yo, I love what you've been doing with this. And people are like, well, I love what you've been doing. I'm so excited to be on the show. And it's like, what? Oh my God, I didn't know you know about the show. So it's always dope. Especially because I don't think, people be secretly watching or nothing. I don't be thinking nobody does shit like that to me. But it's like, sometimes you don't like stuff, but you see it. I'm a big person that. So it's so dope. It's like, especially if I haven't seen you like something, you're like, yo, I've been seeing your show. And it's like, yo, for real, you ain't like nothing, but I'm glad to know you saw it, It just says a lot. So I'm super excited about the guests we got coming. I think you guys are really going to love them. You guys, like I said, you're really going to love Cherrell and Friends. I'm just excited. I'm really excited to get a lot more men conversations going. So yeah, I'm really geeked. I think you guys are going to love them. Somebody says mom ass. For real, I really am a mom when it comes to be forgetting shit. Like that pregnancy brain wasn't no hoe. I still feel like I got a little bit because I be forgetting some stuff. So yeah, but moving on to loan forgiveness. If you guys have not seen Joe Biden, I'm about to call his ass John Biden. Joe Biden has officially said that we will get loan forgiveness. I think so. Just for clarity, you'll be receiving loan forgiveness if it's $10,000 if you did not get a Pell Grant, $20,000 if you got a Pell Grant. And you'll be getting loan forgiveness if individuals that make under $125,000 a year that did get a Pell Grant will get $20,000 forgiven. If you make under $125,000 and you're an individual and you didn't get a Pell Grant, you'll get $10,000 forgiven. And for families that make $250,000 and less, I think without a Pell Grant, you get $20,000. I think still, and then with the Pell Grant, you get $20,000. Without a Pell Grant, you get $10,000. That was so horrible. You know what? I'm not even gonna highlight that clip. If y'all didn't get it, just Google it. So either way it go, make it under $250,000 for a family, you will be receiving some type of loan forgiveness. And I'm really happy about that. I think this is a great move. I feel like honestly a good step for reparations would have been, forgiving every African American loans. I feel like that's just a little step ahead we should get, plus like $100,000 or something like that down the line. But whatever, I'll take the little $20K. So I think this is a great step. I think this is a good step for people because I feel like my age group, we're in our late 20s, early 30s. We want to buy houses, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is a great leap for people. $20,000 per person. If each of you have $30,000, that's $60,000 forgiven, $40,000. That makes $20,000. That means you have $10,000 worth of debt. And if you have 30, that means that now your debt to income ratio is probably much lower, which makes your chances of getting approved for a house, if you have good credit, a nice down payment, that much higher. So that is a really good move for families, individuals that are looking to buy houses, especially because everybody got kids, It'd be nice to get a house, you know what I'm saying? So really rooting for everybody that's getting this loan forgiveness so that you guys can get houses, get approved for the things you want, and whatever. Like, fuck, I just want to have them loans. And while y'all really trying to be funny, even though he's just saying that they're forgiving them, I've been forgiving them because I wasn't paying them. You was never going to get the money. Like, I don't know what y'all was going to do, but y'all was never getting that money from me. That's just me. So, yeah. Thanks, Joe. But I already forgave them loans. And moving on to the last part. See you guys in there. Did y'all already forgive your loans? Like, did anybody else say they forgave them loans? Because I ain't paying them. They was never going to get their money. They got a couple dollars out of me. But that's it. They ain't getting them all. But we moving on to Gary Owen. Gary Owen is probably one of the most... he's probably he's a well-known comedian. What's up, Shad? I see you join. So Gary Owen and his wife are going through a divorce, and so he's been making some very questionable statements. So I do want to say that I've been hearing rumors about him for like the last year about him. I think up in Michigan, I think it was schools up in Michigan, he was like kicking with college girls. So, you know, it's always kind of been a little known that he's been a cheater. But he recently made a comment on The Breakfast Club. He did an interview on The Breakfast Club, and he made a comment that I really wanted to piggyback off of. And as I've done research, I want to be honest, I've done research. He's obviously not squeaky clean in this situation. Because I feel like when you're in a marriage, it kind of takes two to end it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, two, y'all play the role. Both people play the role now, I feel like. Because it's not just one person. That doesn't make sense. But he was doing some shicey shit. You know, whatever. His wife said he ain't been helping and shit since they filed for divorce. So it's kind of, the water is kind of murky about who filed first, because when it all came out, it was saying that she filed first, and then he was like, no, actually I filed first, and then she went and filed. So it was really kind of messy there. But he made a comment. Let me get to the comment because that was really long-winded. He got basically said in The Breakfast Club, like, women always say that if a man wants to cheat and do his dirt, you should just leave. And he's like, so that's what I did. I left. And I was like, oh my God, like, you left your marriage because you want to use cheating? Like, you want to run the streets and be a hoe? Like, my nigga, you 50. My nigga's 50 years old. Like, what are you? Not, and let me be clear. If you are not happy, you should absolutely leave. And I really feel like staying for the kids is stupid because the kids are going to be miserable. You need to leave them now. Leave that shit now so that the kids don't have to suffer when they're older. You don't have to suffer through something so miserable. And he said, that's something he also said, like, he felt like it feels selfish choosing your happiness. But it's like, when I'm not happy. And I get that. But it's like, my nigga, you been cheating and dogging her out. Like, come on now, make it make sense. But y'all know how men be. They would dog you out. They'd be like, I just can't deal with this. And it's like, what? I've been dealing with you, but this comment, I really brought this up because he said, like, if a man, let me say this. I don't know if any ladies in here. If a man wants to cheat and leave, let that man go. Please let him go. Because you are doing nothing but keeping a in-house cheater. Like, let that man be. He want to cheat and he want to leave. Let him leave. You are not too old to find love. I mean, his wife is 50. She's not that old. She's not too old to find love. I don't know how old Tina Turner was when she found love. Or hell, Beyonce mama left her daddy. And she married now. So I really wholeheartedly believe that if somebody wants to cheat and they want to leave, let them leave. Forget trying to save that marriage. Forget the time invested, because you look stupid as hell saying, I invested 15 years, you ain't going nowhere, and I'm going to invest 10 more knowing you doing me wrong. Like, fuck that. Let that person go. Let people leave and do their dirt. It's like, you can do what you want to do, but you can't do that shit with me. You won't have to bounce. And I feel like if he filed first because he really wanted to cheat in peace, not, or run the streets, whatever, let him go. And whoever's wrong, we don't know, because it's, it's messy on social media. Whoever is really wrong, you going to get your karma one way or the other. So, yeah, I was really messy. I feel like when he said that, he also said, like, he tried to leave a couple times before and nobody really knew about it and they worked it out. And I'm like, I really hope that he was not trying to leave then because he wanted to run the streets and date other women, and his wife kept trying to make him stay. I really hope that's not what happened. I hope that he was not saying, like, I want to leave, I want to date other women, I want to be with other people, I don't want to be with you no more. And she was like, no, let's figure it out, let's work it out. I really hope that's not what happened. I would be very heartbroken if she did that, because I don't know if I could trust you. I couldn't feel comfortable with somebody telling me to my face, like, I want to date other people, I don't want to be here. And then me being like, come on, babe, let's just work it out. Fuck out of here. Get your shit and get the fuck out. And I'm going to be a little bitter. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be a little bitter, a little hurt. But I couldn't lay next to a person that said that to me. Because if you could tell me that you want to date other people and then you can change your mind back, I feel like you can change your mind. If you could say you want to date other people and then say, no, you don't, I feel like you could go back to saying you want to date other people and you wouldn't be happy with me. So, I really, I wish them the best. I feel like divorces are so messy. And, she's been saying he's been doing a lot of shady shit. So, I know she also called him a deadbeat, saying that he didn't take care of his kids, but his kids are adults. He said you can't be a deadbeat to adults, which I disagree. I highly disagree. You don't stop being a parent just because they're 18. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. So I don't think that, but his kids aren't talking to him because they're upset with him for leaving their mom and cheating on him, which is right. You know, they have a right to do so. He says that he's been trying to reach out and they don't want to talk. I feel like quit fucking reaching out, bothering them people. Let the motherfuckers go through what they're going through. Give it a month or two, then reach back out. You know what I'm saying? But quit cry. You're like bombarding them. You just pushing them further and further away. So yeah.
You better find a charger quick.
But yeah, what do you guys think? My side is killing me, y'all. Like I said, what do y'all think? Do y'all think you can be a deadbeat to adults? I think you can be a deadbeat to adults. I think you can be a deadbeat to your kids at any age, honestly. If your kids are asking for your help and you don't want to help them, or they asking for your support, or you're just not around, you can easily be a deadbeat. I think he's trying to be a smart ass. I just saw some smirky, like some smart aleck type shit he did. He had a shirt that said breadwinner. I was just like, and let me be honest, because I like Gary Owen. I do. I think he's funny. I've always liked him for years, actually. I'm not going to lie. It's not like I just started. I've always liked him. I always thought he was funny. Very relatable comedy. But I don't know. You know, it's the woke black woman in me that's like, this white man. I don't know. Something about it just I just be like, he cool. And it's like, this white man, like, it just, I don't know. I always get that underlying suspicion, untrustworthy feeling about, you know, whatever. They steal your kids, so yes. That's what I'm saying. You definitely can still be deadbeat to adult children. I'm grateful for this show and I have to go. I'm grateful you tuned in. I appreciate it. I'm about to go too. I am about to go too. Don't worry. We all about to go. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I want you guys to definitely be on the lookout this week. I'll be dropping not this month. Stay tuned this week. I'll be dropping all of September's guests and episodes that we have upcoming and into October. I'm super excited. I know you guys are going to love it. I'm going to love it. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of conversations. Just a little heads up. Like I said, we're going to be Cherrell. Let me be clear. Cherrell and Friends will be an episode that premieres once a month. That is not something I want to take over. Let's Talk the Show. And I damn sure do not want a podcast. I truly enjoy interacting with you guys face to face and in real time. So that is not something that'll be a podcast. It'll definitely be a show. It'll definitely be live from here because it's just a smaller version of this, different series or break-off series of this. So it'll still be airing live, same time. So instead of 4 episodes of Let's Talk the Show a month, it'll be 3 episodes of Let's Talk the Show and then 1 Cherrell and Friends every month. So, and it'll be same time, Tuesdays at 7. Nothing's changing. And then, you know, I'll be posting a flyer about our guests. I'm super excited. I know you guys are going to love it. I think I'm really excited to bring men on. I feel like a lot of perspectives, we always get women, and it's like, but we deal with men all the time. We're dating men. We're working with men. Our friends are men. Our brothers and our fathers and our uncles are men. So it's like I always want to keep that masculine male perspective there so that, you know, you get both sides, always like having that. So, and then we might have an episode, I don't know, where it's just me and a bunch of men talking about certain topics, but from the male perspective. I think that's super important. We're going to see how that goes. I'm kind of nervous about that. But overall, I think you guys are really going to love it. I'm super excited for what's to come with Let's Talk the Show. Hope you guys too. That's really all I got today. I got to go out the same way I came in, which is something I'm grateful for. Honestly, I'm grateful because I told y'all, like, randomly, I found a man to take my TV down. And so my living room looks like a brand new living room. I rearranged it. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that little piece of joy, that little piece of goodness, something I've been wanting to happen, finally happened. So I'm grateful I got that feeling. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Yeah, that's all I got. And as always, you guys, I'm going out the same way I came in. My name is Cherrell Carter, you guys. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, and this ain't a podcast. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.